In this episode, we examine a police encounter that raises serious questions about racial profiling, reasonable suspicion, and the misuse of authority. The interaction took place on July 15, 2018 in Des Moines, Iowa, involving two young men, 23-year-old Monta Little and 21-year-old Jared Clinton. As they were leaving a local park, their vehicle was stopped by Officer Kyle Tice of the Des Moines Police Department. At first glance, the stop appears routine. The officer greets the men calmly and asks basic questions. However, even seemingly innocent questions during police encounters often serve a strategic purpose. One such question is how the vehicle is started. While this may sound casual, it allows the officer to assess whether the driver is familiar with the car. A lack of familiarity could suggest vehicle theft, while hesitation or erratic behavior might indicate intoxication. In this case, Monta Little responds clearly and confidently. He shows no confusion, no nervous behavior, and no indication of wrongdoing. At this point, there is no observable evidence that would justify escalating the encounter. Yet instead of concluding the stop, the officer continues to probe further. This is where the legal concerns begin. Under the Fourth Amendment, police officers are required to have reasonable suspicion before detaining or investigating someone further. Reasonable suspicion must be based on specific, articulable facts, not vague instincts or personal hunches. Despite the absence of any visible crime, Officer Tice continues the interaction, setting the stage for what becomes a prolonged and increasingly confrontational encounter. The shift from casual questioning to suspicion-driven behavior highlights how quickly an interaction can escalate, even when the individuals involved are cooperative and compliant. This opening sequence is critical because it frames everything that follows. It forces us to ask an important question. Was this stop motivated by legitimate law enforcement concerns, or was it driven by assumptions and bias?
What's going on, guys? What's up? Is this your car?
Well, it's linked right now. My car.
Okay. Did something break down?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you got in from where the park, right?
Saying that.
That's it? Is this your car?
This is the mention.
Okay. How do you start it?
What do you mean? I just put my foot on the brake and put it in drive and
As the encounter progresses, Officer Tice introduces one of the most commonly used justifications for vehicle searches: the alleged smell of marijuana. He claims to smell marijuana coming from the car and states that he sees marijuana shake on the ground. These assertions immediately raise the legal stakes of the interaction. The smell of marijuana has long been used by law enforcement as a gateway to bypass the need for consent when searching a vehicle. In many jurisdictions, officers argue that odor alone constitutes probable cause. However, this justification is controversial, particularly because smell is subjective and impossible to independently verify in real time. What makes this situation especially concerning is how quickly Officer Tice arrives at his conclusions. Within just 2 minutes, before even checking identification, he claims not only that marijuana is present but also that one of the passengers may be armed. Later, he admits that this belief is based solely on a hunch and the way the individual is holding himself. A hunch is not reasonable suspicion. The law is clear on this point. Officers are required to base their actions on observable facts, not feelings or assumptions. Yet here, multiple serious allegations are made without physical evidence or corroboration. Both Monta Little and Jared Clinton deny possessing drugs or weapons. They remain calm, cooperative, and respectful, even as the accusations escalate. Despite this, the officer continues to apply pressure, repeatedly implying criminal behavior. This portion of the encounter illustrates how easily subjective perceptions can be weaponized during police stops. When an officer's assumptions go unchallenged, they can quickly override constitutional protections, especially for marginalized communities. The use of marijuana odor as probable cause remains one of the most criticized tactics in modern policing, and this case demonstrates why.
Did they give you a fob or something? Or did they give you a key fob or something? Or like, what does it do? Is it?
you see this should let you know that it's
Okay. Do you have any weapons on you or in the car?
no.
Okay, can I be honest with you? It smells like marijuana in the car, and I can see shake on the ground. And Your buddy's...
The encounter takes a decisive turn when Officer Tice orders Monta Little to step out of the vehicle. At this point, the tone of the interaction shifts from investigative to authoritative. Commands are issued rapidly and confusion begins to build. Monta expresses concern and asks for clarification. He states that he has already provided identification and questions why he is being ordered out of the car. Rather than explaining clearly, the officer responds with threats of jail time if compliance is not immediate. This is a critical moment. Legally, officers may order a driver out of a vehicle during a traffic stop. However, the manner in which commands are given, and the justification behind them, matters. Here, the officer repeatedly claims Monta is acting nervously or pulling away, even though video evidence suggests otherwise. The officer places his hands on Monta, escalating physical contact while simultaneously insisting that Monta is not under arrest. This contradiction creates confusion and fear, not clarity. Telling someone they are not under arrest while physically restraining them sends mixed signals and increases tension unnecessarily. Monta continues to assert that he has done nothing wrong. He does not threaten the officer, attempt to flee, or resist violently. Despite this, the officer frames his behavior as suspicious and potentially dangerous. This part of the interaction demonstrates how quickly authority can turn coercive. When explanations are replaced with force and threats, compliance becomes less about safety and more about control. For viewers, this moment is uncomfortable but important. It shows how escalation often stems not from citizen behavior, but from an officer's perception and response.
I don't know, just the way, I mean, just the way you're holding yourself, man. Like, that's why we're nervous, man. That's it. I mean, if you're scared because you got a little bit of weed, that'll be one thing. Okay. No weed. Okay. No shake on the floor. Okay, so there's no shake on the floor? Okay. Sorry. And you don't have any weapons on you, you said? Okay, do you have your ID on you? Okay. You don't got no weapons on you? Go ahead and step out, Montre. Yep, I just told you why. 3 times. You want me to recap again? Yep, your hands are up, and now I'm asking you to step out of the car. I gave you my ID. You gave me your ID. Go run it. Yep, I'm not walking away from this car. Officer, can I actually walk? Yep, because I just told you, step out of the car. If you don't want to go to jail, I would expect you to please listen. I mean, I told you I'm a cop. Face the car when you step out. Face the car when you step out. Face the car when you step out. Don't flex. Don't flex. I don't know what you're doing, man, but you need to knock that off. Stop pulling on your arms. What's going on, dude? What are you doing, dude? Officer, I'm not doing nothing. Okay. Well, you're making us think something's going on, man. Come on. You're not under arrest. You're like pulling away like you're gonna do something silly. I don't want that. What? Nothing. I won't. I'm not even gonna. Okay. Well, you're not under arrest, man. We're just trying to figure out what's going on. Okay. Okay. So slide over. I mean, your heart is thumping, dude. Like you're beating. Obviously, don't what? Have a seat. Have a seat. I think that your buddy has a gun, so I need you to step in the car. You think somebody has a gun? He's acting funny. Step in the car, please. If you don't step in the car, you're going to jail for sure. Okay, that's so step officer. But listen. I'm done listening. I just told you. I think your buddy has a gun. Now knock it off. Can you stretch your feet just a little bit? Alright, come back and stand with me, okay? You're not gonna run from the area. How old are you, Montre?
March 24, 1995.
You supposed to be drinking in the park there?
Officer, Officer, that's just in me, okay? There was no gun, there was no weapon to harm you, officer. We didn't do anything wrong. We stopped at the stoplight. We pulled over when you pulled over. I did everything you asked me to, officer. You thought there was a weapon. There's no weapon. You wasn't doing anything wrong, officer. I'm not sure why you pulled me over. That you went to it, everything was fine. There's no breaking taillight, nothing, officer.
After failing to find a weapon, Officer Tice shifts tactics. He adopts a friendlier tone and attempts to restart the interaction on new terms. This is a classic interrogation technique, often referred to as rapport building, used to encourage admissions without formal questioning. The officer asks Monter if he made anything up about the smell of marijuana. He repeatedly presses for acknowledgement, framing the conversation as honesty between two reasonable people. This is not casual conversation, it is psychological pressure. The Supreme Court has ruled that police officers are legally allowed to lie during interrogations. This means officers may exaggerate evidence, imply consequences, or feign leniency to secure confessions. Knowing this makes encounters like this especially concerning. Monter refuses to validate the officer's claims. He does not admit to marijuana use, nor does he concede that the officer's suspicions were justified. This refusal is crucial. Any admission, no matter how small, could have been used against him. The Fifth Amendment protects individuals from self-incrimination, and the right to remain silent is one of the most powerful legal protections citizens have. Monter's decision not to admit anything likely prevented further charges. This segment highlights an important lesson. Police friendliness does not equal legal safety. The moment an officer begins asking leading questions, the safest response is often silence.
Will that call for me?
Oh, I can do it anytime, officer.
Is that good?
Yeah, of course
You good? You sure? Okay, so here's the deal. Like, you and I know, I mean, let's start off. Let's do it. Did I make anything up when I said the car smelled like marijuana?
Yeah, a little bit.
Hold on.
Because there's nobody smoking in the
Is there marijuana shit on the floor?
Officer, that was to do with ass, okay? You didn't find no marijuana.
I'm not certain the marijuana. Here's what. If you want me to be real with you, like I want you to be real with me. Like, did I make that up?